We want Karsten. We want
Am I,
Karsten.
wait,
We
We
want
want
Karsten.
Karsten.
Shut up, it's my turn. I'm doing this. Okay, all right, welcome back. If you're joining us now, then that means you probably watched the first 25 to 20 picks. If you didn't,
Hopefully.
then maybe go watch that one first, and we may link it somewhere. If not,
Right
it'll
here.
be there somewhere.
Right here. You just continue.
Okay, it's right.
sure
It's
it's
right
not gonna be
wherever
right
he's
here?
pointing.
I think it's gonna be
It's
here.
somewhere or not. I don't know. But go
Here?
watch that
No,
one,
it's
or don't.
definitely gonna
Stick
be here.
around. That's fine too. But we're doing top 25 games of the past 25 years 2000 to 2025. So we're gonna pick up with pick number 20, and that means we're going over to Eric, who's got pick 20. So let's get into it.
Interesting. Pick 20.
I like
no
that, man.
more games that I believe belong on the list, but I don't believe are in the top 10. It's going to get much more interesting once we get under 15, because then it's going to get real tight. But for now, I think I'm going to go with Borderlands.
Which one?
First one.
I'm going to go with 1. I think that 2 is a little better of an overall game, but I think 1 sets up really good stuff for the franchise, and I think has a lot of mechanics that are better than in 2, and it's my favorite one.
Interesting.
I feel like that would be a spicy list to have Borderlands 1 and not 2.
Well, I mean,
Though I
we're
respect what you're doing.
We're definitely not having both. I'm saying that right now.
I don't think we should have
I
both
think I
either.
was the only one picking Borderlands, and I went with 1.
I like 2
Fair enough.
so much
I
more.
honorable mention 2 because it's a great game. It's the most complete of them because they put the most time and effort into it.
The first one?
But no,
one.
2. But
The one that you're not
overall
putting
as a
on the list
game,
is the one that's the most polished and is the most beloved and the one you think is the best game.
the one that they put the most time and money and effort in. Yes, I think has
Okay,
more
good. I
than
just want to
their
make sure we were on the
initial-
same page about snubbing the one that you said you like more.
I like 1 more. I like 1 as a game more. That doesn't mean that it's like Borderlands 2 has a
Like-
lot more content because Borderlands 1 was extremely good and successful, so they had the money to invest a lot more and the popularity to put a lot more into Borderlands 2.
There's like
So
some
are you-
franchises and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Between these two properties, this one is like technically a more complete product with like better story, but I just like this one. And that like
Are you calling Borderlands 2 Return of the Jedi?
No, that's 3.
What's
that's
wrong?
absolutely.
What's wrong with Return of the Jedi?
It's definitely
Yeah.
the most marketed of the original trilogy.
Ewoks.
It's
Ewoks.
the weakest of the 3
Are
for
we really
sure.
about to say that Ewoks aren't fucking awesome? Is this really the group that we are in?
I wouldn't
They're
say they're
fine.
awesome, but I would say they're
I-
clearly a marketing decision.
Star Wars fans, man. I swear, I'll never get them. They get given cute
Listen.
murdery bears and they don't like them.
I didn't say it was bad.
about Ewoks.
Nobody here is
Um,
saying the Ewoks are bad. We're saying they are the definition of marketing inclusion.
I'm saying you had a 9.5 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, and you followed it up with an 8.2 out of 10. It's still good, but there was definitely some marketing there. But then they decided to follow it up with a hot pile of like 5s.
Eric, what year was Borderlands?
We don't have to go there.
2009.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah, we'll
go
cut all the
to
Star Wars
the
anyway.
next pick. Star Wars draft will happen one day. Obviously, this group is going to have some fucking feelings. We're going to do every IP for Star Wars that is canon. All right, pick number 19. Ben.
It's me. Again, was less ready than I really should have been.
The problem now is that we're doing this with 5 people, so we all only have 5 picks. And that feels really difficult to make choices like that.
Yeah, and
you gotta
it's
make 'em-
only going to get tighter.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because my last 3 are like things that I'm going to try to fucking force in no matter what.
So I think at 19, I cannot justify putting this any higher, but for the same reason that Assassin's Creed needs to be on this list, I think this franchise needs to be represented on this list. So at 19, I'm gonna take Pokemon Crystal.
I think that's a fine place. Like, Pokemon's
I think it's
important,
fine.
but the RPGs themselves aren't. Like,
I-
yes, they're fun, but like, any game where I have to make up a stringent set of rules that are kind of like bleh to make the game more interesting, I'm like, it's fine.
It's definitely a bit of a game of a time and place, as far as like what makes it great. Nowadays, I don't think most people grow up and play the modern ones and are like blown away. I'd be interested to see in a few years, like kids that are young right now, kind of how they feel about it, if they are even remotely interested in it, or if it's literally just a nostalgia machine for, at that point, 40-year-olds. Like,
I think you'd be
myself.
surprised how many kids consistently have played it as they grew to like 5 or 6 years old throughout the last 15 years.
Go to a card
certainly
shop
possible.
like during a Pokemon event, and you see like
It's
every
mostly kids.
age represented.
I know right now there's somebody from our friend group who is watching this video when it comes out going, why is it not in the top 5?
If Pokemon had kept the technical... Pokemon, when it came out, was a absolute technical marvel. The amount of content and stuff that they had packed onto such a small game cartridge, like, to the point that, like, they used every byte of memory very, very efficiently, which led to some hilarious speedruns and hacks and fun things like that. Like, Missing No is literally just a byproduct of how efficiently packed those games are. If they had kept even remotely close to that kind of a trend of technical innovation over the years, I think we'd be looking at this much, much higher. But the Pokemon Company, I think a lot of people would probably share the opinion that have not invested back into Pokemon in a way that I think most of us really would have liked to see. You know, you look at games like Breath of the Wild and whatnot that are on Switch, and those things are stunning, and they're running on a Switch. But Pokemon runs on a Switch with lower graphics, lower res, like everything, and still has performance issues, right? Like, I don't know what... I mean, I'm sure it's timelines and releases and things like that, but it has not aged as well as many of us probably wish.
All right,
Silly me.
pick 18.
18, it should honestly go higher on this list, but I'm going to slot it in where I can. I'm going to put Dwarf Fortress here.
I'm not even gonna write it down.
I'll let him have it at this one because it's just gonna go higher, and this is gonna turn into a whole thing.
I'm trying to do some math real quick.
We would all have to save our vetoes.
I understand that. I'm trying to see how many it would take and how many realistically need to be saved for other purposes.
There are 6 vetoes, and he has 4 picks, including this one.
What? There are 8 vetoes.
There's eight vetoes.
Or 8 vetoes, sorry. I don't know how to count.
Yeah, so he would have 3 more chances, which would automatically you'd have 4 vetoes. 4. It's close. It's the problem in my mind. It's too hard to determine how much people are gonna fight to be ridiculous just to bait out vetoes in the top 5.
I think there's going to be some meta around that just to like prevent. It's all about the number 1, right? So you got to pull things out of that. You got to look at number 2.
So here's my honest feedback about everything that's happening right now. If you, the player that is playing this draft, is putting their favorite game on the board, I will not be vetoing it because I expect the same kindness back to me when I put my favorite game on the board.
It's not part of the deal. We know that's not how this channel works.
That only works until we get to the top 10. Then the top 10 have to be relevant to the top 10 and their realistic order.
Would we like AI to weigh in?
No, 0%.
No.
0%.
Even a little bit.
You don't want ChatGPT?
I want
Dwarf Fortress. It sounds like Dwarf Fortress made the list.
Make your case.
It is a incredibly ambitious game that's been in development for a long time. Honestly, the release was more of a formality than anything. It's still in development to this day. It has a incredibly passionate fan base that loves it. It is it's incredibly influential as far as games that have come after it. Like a lot of the big games of today, Minecraft was largely inspired by it. A lot of the immersive elements in Breath of the Wild, not from that specifically, but from its like immersive gameplay style, something that it is not immersive, emergent gameplay. It is a beautiful, wonderful game that has been beloved for a long time, and the people who play it play the shit out of it.
I will say this. I don't know that it's actually a game. I will not get into that argument right now. We can have that debate later. I don't necessarily think it fills all the criteria to be a game as much as it's a Rube Goldberg machine. That is how I feel. It's the same problem with RimWorld. It's the same problem with RimWorld. It's the same problem with any game like this where it's like,
if a game store sells a deck of cards, man, like, sure, you make your own game out of them. The deck of cards isn't itself a game, but you sell it as a game, and it's in a video game store.
There's less than 1,000
selling.
players playing it concurrently each day. The peak was 28,000 4 years ago.
That's on Steam specifically. Most of the people playing are offline or got it for free.
Offline is still on Steam.
Yeah, you're still playing it through Steam even if you're offline.
yeah, and Steam records that. Like,
Regardless, tons of players play it the free version since back in the day.
The only reason I'm really considering this is because Steam has the Steam reviews are at 10 out of 10. IGN's at 10 out. Basically, everyone I can find, there's several of these listed that are all 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, 4.9 out of 5. Like, if it's that beloved, I'm willing to consider it, even though I would call this a cult game, and that's probably being generous.
like it's this. Ben, I'm with you. It's like, great. It's beloved by 6 people sitting outside with a Dwarf Fortress sign.
I think that's derivative a little bit. I mean, obviously that game is played by more than 6 people, and the people that play it fucking love it. I think this is the Hunt Showdown idea again. Just because it's not a massive amount of players means it doesn't deserve to be on the top 25 list. I find that a silly reason. That's not my main reason.
Though.
I mean, that's the reason you just literally brought up.
The point I'm making
I'm using the reason that you just used.
Right, but the point I'm making is we come out and say, well, it's the biggest thing out there, and then we're like, but is it? It's a little bit of a bad faith argument on both sides. That's what I'm saying. It's like we can make
there's
any
points
game
between
sound
the points.
Yeah, like we can make any game sound like, oh, this is the biggest thing on the planet, when in reality the biggest thing on the planet is Roblox. Is Roblox going on this list?
It could.
It's not.
Any of us gonna put it there?
I'm just saying it could. I could maybe put it on. I've thought about it.
Did you?
No.
Not until right now, he didn't.
But to prove a point, I might.
Did I make it? Am I on the list?
I'm gonna let
Not
it
yet.
slide only because I don't want this high. I
That's
just
fair.
don't.
I think it's a great pick. I like the pick. I think it does a lot for that genre, and it's great. Like every game that looks like it, yeah. Just because you disagree doesn't make it not true.
That's the point of vetoes.
Like if you're
I mean,
unhappy with a pick, veto it.
I'm unhappy with it. I'd be a lot more unhappy with it at a
higher point.
Yeah.
We're playing a giant game of chicken right now.
We are.
Yeah.
The problem is if it gets vetoed here, I'm forced to veto it later when all of you have wasted your vetoes.
Again, that's why we're playing. We're playing the world's biggest game of chicken. We're all staring at a brick wall, hurtling towards us, and none of us can blink.
How many Steam reviews does this game have?
Maybe 5,000.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's not very many. It's not very many at all.
I should stop asking questions for the integrity of your pick.
Yeah, you're not helping him.
Yeah, the more you look into it, the worse it gets.
I think it's amazing.
The more I'm looking at this, the more I want to veto it. We need to get to the next pick before I veto it. No, you know what?
All right, I'm picking next. All right, it's on the list. 18
Hold on.
Dwarf Fortress.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Continue.
18 Dwarf Fortress. We'll all be angry. We'll all be angry about this forever and ever.
It's okay, people in the audience. We can pretend it was a top 24 list.
It's still not 25th.
Till-
The people in the audience
We're
are going to
just
be
writing it off the
didn't make
list
the top 10.
entirely.
Until I
just
have to make the
goes-
thumbnail.
Yeah.
Nothing
We
but
just-
Dwarf Fortress.
We move up everything else in the count that we've already picked, and Dwarf Fortress goes off. We can pretend it's a top 24 list.
All right.
All
To
right.
go back to the conversation about our group, there's somebody in our group right now doing a whole fist up, excited that it's on the list. We have one
Yeah, and
person
they also
from our
want
group.
Satisfactory at number 1.
I need to make sure that Bloodborne doesn't get its spot number
Whoa,
1, because it's not a number 1 game.
Whoa!
It's
I
not a
need to
number
make
1
sure that
game.
other
It's not.
top
Wow!
don't
It's not a
make
number 1.
the top when they don't belong there.
Wow!
If you realistically want Bloodborne on the list, you should pick it at 6th.
Man, that was a divisive pick, Luke. Can you stop starting shit between
Alright, there we
everyone
go.
for this?
People,
sorry,
people
we're
need
back.
to get more cultured on their games.
More cultured. You mean all 22,000 of them? That's
that was-
22,000 total, not
that
even
was-
just upvotes.
Yeah,
that's
that
total.
was the peak of when it was free released. Its concurrent players is under 1,000 daily.
No, it's been free since forever.
It is
like,
not
the
free.
Steam
You are actively lying right now.
No,
It's
it
literally
buy it.
$30 right now.
If you want like graphics and mouse support, you gotta
Yeah,
pay
we all
money.
get-
Gameplay.
Okay, hold on. No. Now I'm vetoing
Now I
the
wanna
shit out of that
rewind.
game. Now I want to veto the shit out of that game. Now it cannot exist on this fucking list. Nope. I'm sorry,
It's
Luke.
not a game.
You have ruined this for yourself. Dwarf Fortress 2022 has been vetoed. It does not exist. I don't give a shit.
So, Slot 18 is now Bloodborne.
I mean, I can see Bloodborne at 18.
You know,
18
honestly,
is
I
a
can think
spot for Bloodborne. I can't think of a higher slot I'd want it in.
I'm actually good with Bloodborne at 18.
It's on the list.
I think it belonged in 10 through 15, but I am not going to veto it.
I agree. While I think Bloodborne is a great game, I agree this is about where it should fall. And I don't like Souls games, and I'll say Bloodborne's a great game.
Yeah. No, that's a real good game. A lot of people love it.
I wonder who those people are.
Well,
You know,
I mean,
She was higher.
I tricked y'all into putting Bloodborne in the top 25.
oh yeah, I had no doubt.
I was never gonna put it in the top 5.
I don't believe you
No.
for a second.
It would
That
have.
is cap.
Trying to convince.
It would have never fucking been allowed. Zero chance. I'm the only person in this group that has any love for that game. Maybe Ben.
I think we all care for it at least a
was
little
gonna
bit.
say,
Eric has
I
never
think
played it. Eric has never played it. Karsten doesn't play Souls games, and Luke has barely touched that game. I was planning on putting Bloodborne at 11. 18, not a big difference.
Sure.
This is a fine pick. It's a bit low for me, and to me, it's my number 1 games of all time. But I know it's not in the top 10 games of all time. But to
All
me,
right.
it is.
I will also say, brother, thank you for taking the bullet.
I had to get out of there at some point.
to get to Dwarf Fortress off of this.
Just died for
I
the
was
sin.
so for it, but he just kept talking about it, and it kept getting worse.
Pick number 18 is Bloodborne. Pick number 17. Okay, I gotta think here.
This draft was a bad choice. We made a bad decision.
I don't know.
We're all too invested.
I think it's going about as best as I expected it to.
Yeah, we're in here. We are down this hole.
It's
We
so
are
much,
3 picks into this video.
It's so much more messy than I thought it would be. I'm gonna be honest. Holy shit.
It's
I love
probably
it.
our best episode ever. Pick number 17. I'm going Persona 5. I think it
You
is.
sure are.
I only have one
I think-
veto left, guys. Don't make me.
Yeah.
Don't even. I'll veto your veto.
I absolutely think it deserves it. I think it's one of the best. It's one of the best JRPGs ever made. It's better than most Final Fantasies. Like, there's a lot of people like Claire Obscure doesn't exist without Persona 5.
Correct.
Claire Obscure is French Persona.
I'm not a huge fan of the Persona games, but I can still acknowledge that Persona 5 is very important and very well liked. And I am fine with it at this spot. I don't think I would have been fine with it going much higher, though.
Man, Persona 5, I've been told since I love fucking Claire, I should play Persona 5. I've also been told I need to play the other fucking weeb game.
Metaphor?
Metaphor, Refantasio.
I think you would really enjoy Persona 5 if you could mentally get past the animation. But I don't think you'll be able to get past it.
I think you're correct.
What? The animation.
It's
Being anime
Yep.
styled. Like,
just
it's
not an
not-
anime person. I'm not an anime person.
Have you watched Ghibli movies?
Nope.
You please God.
just Ben, that's where you stop. That's where you just give up.
No,
It's not worth going down that road.
I have to steal this episode for like 30 seconds here. Axel, please God, go watch a Ghibli movie.
My
I
wish
will
list.
give you this.
My wish list on Letterboxd, the first like 10 movies are all Ghibli movies. I can't sit down and watch a fucking. I have no interest in it. I just need to be forced into watching the first one so I can just get through them.
Go watch.
Spirited Away.
That is a fantastic starter movie. It's a little slow to start, but it's so interesting.
You all you all agree on 2 Ghibli movies. Send them to me and I will watch them this week.
I will send you. I won't send you a Ghibli movie, but I will send you an anime movie I know you'll enjoy.
At 16, your boy, the man with a plan, who's totally not saying a whole bunch of things to waste time to have time to think.
He would never do that because he
Not
complains
ever.
when I do it every week, so he would never do that.
I'm going to pick Destiny 1.
Fuck, I was gonna pick it higher than that. I was gonna try and put it at 10.
Destiny 1.
Yeah,
I think it belonged in the top 10 personally, but
if Bloodborne
It's had
doesn't
so
make the
many
top,
misses.
if Bloodborne doesn't make the top 10, Destiny doesn't make the top 10.
Destiny did a lot more as for a franchise and as a game than Bloodborne did.
They dove into a heavily saturated market, carved out a niche for themselves, and redefined the service. I think they did a pretty good job.
Which
They were
I
also
do
like the first
hate
MMO
live
shooter.
service. Like,
Sure, and you're totally entitled to that opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you.
like, don't get me wrong, I played the shit out of it, but like the second I fell out of it, I was gone, and I was like, every time I tried to give them money, I was like, I still can't get any traction. Like,
That was my issue with Destiny 2. Every time I got off, getting back on is just impossible.
Right, but it's like an MMO.
I-
You've got to have momentum for games like that because it's an MMO with guns. You have to stay on the treadmill once you get off. It's like, unless somebody's going to like walk you through everything, it's just impossible to get back on.
While Destiny 1 I never fell off. I was there for the entirety of the history of Destiny 1.
But you played.
It was also a
consistently.
much shorter time.
I don't think it was much shorter.
Oh, it was wait.
I think it was only like 5, right?
5,
And
Yeah,
the current one's
Destiny
like
1 was only 3 or 4
10.
years.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it?
maybe it was even shorter.
Yeah.
yeah, because they had to get off of PS3 to get on the PS4.
Yep. They did an expansion every year, and then they ended it a year after that.
3 years, yeah. Y'all were right. 3 years. I was there for all 3 years. Is that why Destiny 1 doesn't feel like it outstayed its welcome? Destiny 2 just feels like it outstayed its welcome.
Yeah, because by the end of nearing the end of Destiny 1, like the last 6 months, maybe close to a year, it started to feel too saturated. Like weapon-wise and armor-wise and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, my pick is Destiny 1. It could be higher, but I'm happy with it being right here.
It's not far enough down the list that I am complaining about it. I just think it would be high. It should be higher.
Just one thing, I think our second group of games compared to our first group of games, our second group of game is a better group of games than our first group of game. So, we're done a decent job at least with that list.
We're getting somewhere.
Okay. All right. Well, that was 2016. Maybe a little bit better than the first one. Maybe we're learning. There's still a lot of time for this to go real sideways. We'll see. I didn't keep track of how many vetoes there were, but there's some drama or whatever. Anyway, this was he's got one. That's what he is.
One singular veto has been
One
played.
veto. All right. Well. All right. So that's the first 10 picks total, I guess. Down. We got the 15 to 1. We're gonna be doing those in some upcoming videos. So be sure to check those out. They'll be linked somewhere on the screen. And yeah, we'll be sure to see you then.